Morning! Happy Saturday to all my micro nerds out there joining me for another episode of Unboxing Saturday Mornings on the DL44 network. That was quite a long pause for an intro today, right? I wasn't quite ready. I've had some mic issues today. So I'm hoping that you're hearing me via this mic. Don't know what happened. Don't know what to tell you. But as long as you can hear me, we're going to keep cracking on. And you don't have to listen to me. You want to come here and look at some of these ships. So I don't think it's really going to matter that much. All right. Let me have a look and see who I've got in here already. As always the first to the key. Bit of troll. Good morning. Yes, we're going to do some pod races today. After we've done the T6 shuttle, because I've always wanted to open that one. But yeah, we're going to be doing some pod racing, which I'm quite excited about. I'm looking forward to get those out. So welcome, bit of troll. Thanks for always being there way in advance. Great to have you on today. The Generation X-Wing podcast is joining us, and I'm guessing this is Rob. Rob, good morning. My main host of the Generation X-Wing. Thanks for joining us today, Rob. Good to see you in the comments here. As he says, here I am. I'm on. Great to see you this morning. Thanks for joining. Happy Saturday. Obviously, happy Saturday to my gorgeous wife, Ali, who will be joining me from one of the areas of her building expertise this morning as she makes some more stuff. Thanks for tuning in and listening to me rattle on about these toys. Brian Dole. Busy day today for Dole. But thanks for coming in, hitting the like, and we'll definitely catch you on the replay, my friend. Have a good day today, enjoying as much as you can wherever you're going with the people you're with. As much as we'll say, I guess. Just have fun, buddy. Oh, and he's also reassuring me that I sound great. That's interesting because it's off the camera. So good to know. Daniel Irwine is joining us. I don't know why I called you Erling, because it's obviously not Erling. Daniel Irwine, thanks for joining. Good morning. Rob can hear me. That's good. Bit of Charles confirming that too. That's great. Oh, another Daniel. Deserto. This isn't a problem. No, it's not an offense at all. I'm just glad you're joining in. I mean, you've probably seen half of these things anyway with your collection. And footy's the more important thing right now. I get it. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you are having it on in the background. There's always a rerun. There's always a rerun. So that's the beauty of these things, right? You don't have to be there live unless you want to chat to the amazing people in this chat, which I'm so glad you do. Makes it more fun. And then I know I'm not just talking to myself. But thanks for joining us this morning. John, I don't know how I can ask. It's Galgano, right? And if you can get a thumbs up or a yes, I want to make sure I do get it right. John Gargano, welcome. Happy Saturday. Hope you're ready to get some more toys out of their plastic prisons as we all enjoy ourselves. Thanks for joining. All right. Going to talk about my coffee cup, and I'm probably going to get away from the mic here, but today I'm going to Bespin. I don't know if that's really showing up in its best effect with my lights everywhere. I love this mug. My friends at the Adventure Effect, we got a Bespin mug here, which is awesome. The Cloud City itself. So today we're in Bespin. Today I have my flavorful coffee with a little bit of peanut butter whiskey to keep the world right. So good morning. Take your coffee, have a slurp. Oh, and that'll wake us up, ready to get some of this done. I hope everyone's had a great week in our interesting times. Not much news apart from we did get to see, if you watched the Micro Galaxy Squad cast, you would have seen that Jazzwares has given us the San Diego exclusive. We are going to be getting a Vader and 2 ties in a pretty well constructed box set with LEDs as a hanger. So it's going to be a big box, probably one you don't want to unbox because it looks so good with the LEDs and stuff, just representing the hanger. So interested to know what you all think about that. But like I said, it's a big box. I interesting to hear about what you think about that. It's another discussion for another time, but at least we know what we're going to get at San Diego as an exclusive at this point. All right, let's get a look in here. What else we got? Uh, I think the Cloud Car is going to be coming out around October time. The pre-orders are up. Whether you got in the pre-order or not, I don't know. But let's just say I'll probably get two up if you need one. But yeah, I think it's going to be October time. Everything's dropping from the Series 9. But that's where we'll see it. I'm looking forward to that one too because it's one of the most funnest ships out there. I think it's one that always stands out. Love the Cloud Cars. Can't wait for that to come out. Oh, Bittertroll, you got yourself a new Grogu coffee cup. Okay. It's huge, and that means more coffee, right? You can never go wrong without, a big, giant bucket of coffee. Hopefully you're slurping on that right now, my friend. And you didn't have to pay that much for it, so that's good. I will also give a shout out here. Yes, this shirt is one of... I've recently just been getting all these Roosevelt shirts. If you know me, I'm a black t-shirt, black hat, black and white, maybe a little bit of red. But I'm loving these shirts. I've seen them. I've seen people in them. I've always seen them at conventions on their convention exclusives. But I'm enjoying them more. The color, the fun, and we all need a little bit more fun in the world. So this one, this Roosevelt shirt is the Cantina. I'm going to stand up. Don't worry, I'm wearing pants just in case. But this is the Cantina shirt with all the aliens dotted around, including our hat. Look at the eyes on Hammerhead there. So yeah, this is a cool shirt, and they're so comfortable and good for the summer. So yeah, thanks for spotting that. It's a great one. I'm going to try and keep my wardrobe full of more colorful and interesting shirts for sure. Oh, Jamie Pitrider. We all remember Jamie from last week, who is now a bigger person in the world of unboxing. We popped his cherry and we got him to open up a rare, which I wasn't planning to do to the poor guy, but hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, welcome Jamie. Glad to have you back. Don't know if you've opened up any more since then, or you're going to probably save them. Gary's in the house. Hey Gary, Sneaky Zebra. It's a cool shirt, right? I guess you're talking about the shirt. You could be talking about the coffee cup. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is cool. Oh, what am I getting bonus points for here? Okay, yeah. Hammerhead, man. It's always going to be Hammerhead for me. Always going to be Hammerhead for me. All right. I think I've rattled on. Keep it going in the chat. Just remember, I'm probably not going to see it as I delve into this. Let's just get cracking. This one is huge. Like I said, I'm going to start with the T6. The T6, which is Ahsoka's ship from the Ahsoka show. It's Dreadnaught class. And Dreadnaught class is the biggest ones we're getting at this point from Micro Galaxy. So yeah, this one is a giant box. And I don't know if you can see on this side, the pile has come down a little bit from the 3 boxes I chose to unbox today. So I'm glad about that, because once I can get these boxes off the floor and out of the way, I can start rejigging everything so we can get some other stuff up around here and get these shelves sorted out like we talked about, and get some more things out on display. No point opening unless I can display them, right? So without further ado, and with the coffee running through my veins, let's go and let's get a look at this T6. Here we go. We'll swap around. All right, here it is. The other thing I was thinking today as well is, why am I wearing headphones? I don't need to listen to anything, but it is nice to have the mellow music, and hopefully you guys get the mellow music too. All right. I can barely fit this in the screen. She is a giant ship with a giant box. Pretty much what we'd expect to see. Gives us an idea of what it's going to look like. Don't panic, people. It does come with more. Obviously can't fit it all in the box, so there is some assembly required. We get Sabine, Ahsoka, and we get Huyang as well. And down in here, probably can't see this right now, but we will get into it, is Huyang's additional arms for his saber training. So that they've even included that backpack arm extension, whatever you want to call it, on this. So that's kind of cool. And we'll get a better look at that. We have artwork, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see on this. It's pretty cool. I mean, you can see here, we've either got Shin Hati or Merritt coming in that scene from Ahsoka. On this side, we got more instructions about how things work, how they go, which is going to be good because I will probably struggle to remember. And then on the back here, we have the usual. We have our blueprints. We have more instructions, how everything works, how you get into it. And again, T6 shuttle, Dreadnaught class. So pretty standard with our boxes. Let's get into it. Jamie's saying in the chat that he's reconfiguring his shells to display the opened up MSG now. That's great. Yeah, that's great. It's definitely worth getting some of these out. Which is why I'm on the fence about the exclusive. And normally I'm a FOMO mess when it comes to things like San Diego or any convention exclusive that comes out, because you know you need it. But this one, I'm on the fence because I had the Death Star Trench Run pack when it came out, which comes with both of the ties and Vader's tie and also Luke's X-Wing. So I've got that one and I can set that up as a trench run, which is cool. So do I want the hanger? And I'm beating myself up on whether I want that or not. All right. What have we got in here for our backdrop? Okay, yeah, we got both of the, I guess this was foreshadowing before we got them come out on their peg hanger packs. Again, that shows how cool they look in action here. Anyone spot what this graphic is in the back there? Or is that supposed to be the... You know what? I think that's supposed to be the tentacles of the space whales. I think that's what that is. So again, a kind of cool backdrop. Should you so desire to keep it. Oh, I don't want to throw away my box too far, because we'll need it. You know that. All right. Figures. Quick look in there. Prison. So we can get the glaring light to annoy you and know why you need to open these. Again, Sabine, Ahsoka, Huyang. I love what they're doing with these droids. We saw it last week. How good they can get with Grievous and stuff. So we got safety belts. Let me get my little precision snips. Snips, get it? Anyone? No? Snips? Anyone? Okay. This one's a tricky. Let's get in there. Don't know how Paul would get this if he had his giant bolt cutters. There we go. Yeah, it's a tough one. Oh, wow. There it goes. All right, so there's our main ship, which we'll get into. But we obviously are missing a wing. And we can see hopefully where that's going to join in with no issues whatsoever. And then I need to release the bottom wing here. Out she goes. All right. Clean up some mess. Okay, so main ship, attachment wing. So I'm guessing without looking at instructions that these are going to line up, and we should just be able to push them and click them in. And that's not the case. Okay, there it goes. Nice, firm in, but I do have a little gap there. I do have a little gap there. I can't push it in. Oh, there we go. Now we closed it up. Gap has gone. It was just at that back end there that needed a little bit more. Yes, Jamie, phrasing for sure. Regarding this, of course. Yeah, it's massive. It is massive, but it looks good, right? And if you're going to do it and keep it to a scale that's going to keep everyone happy, you have to go big. Yeah, it's big. I don't know. This one's going to be interesting to see about making a stand for sure. But let's check it out as best we can here. Get rid of that. All right. So let's start at the back. We have the engines glowing in their blue ion glow, which is awesome. We have the metallic paint, like a semi-metallic paint all around the engines there, which again, as I always say, adds so much to it. We have metallic paint on the back here. All inside, we have a set of cannons on the back here. Oh, is that ratchet? It's like a, yeah, there's almost like a ratchet to this. I hope you can hear that. But that's as far as she goes up. May just be grabbing on the plastic, but some nice action there. I'm guessing by the look at the hinge here, it's going to open up this way. Yeah, there we go. Wow, this thing's stacked. All right, gotta get as close as I can here. So look at that for a cockpit. We've got the seating area, gunner's chair back here, and you've got this whole console in the front end there, which looks pretty cool. Again, no paint on that, but the mold is there, and should you so desire, you could get in there and add details if you're a tricky mini painter. But yeah, it's a pretty sturdy, solid cannon there, like that. And again, just the up and down movement with a little ratchet to it. Okay, let's move to the front. Again, I guess we should look here at the coloring and the paintwork, because we do have weathering in the gray. We do have the off red here and the white details with the pinstriping. Again, more weathering at the back, more detailing here. Weathering, detailing with the metallic. Yeah, that looks good, especially with the white in there as well. I like that. Now we have our front cockpit. No cheating. What do we think? Front opener, back opener. Oh, looks like a back opener. There we go. Can you see this? Everybody's phrasing in the comments. All right, so let's open up the cockpit. Smoked glass cockpit. That looks really cool. Very Falcon-like. Two chairs in the back, two chairs in the front, control panel. Again, a little bit of weathering on the control panel, not a lot. But we got all of the consoles, switches, buttons, levers, everything you'd imagine in there is molded into it, which is really, really cool with the detail in there. And again, if you wanted to, you could just quickly wash that, get a little bit of weathering in there, add some paint if you need to. It's a nice big cockpit. And a pretty sturdy canopy. 3 rings of different red there as well, slightly darker. All right, now this opens up at the top. This comes off, I remember that. So let me see if I can figure that out without breaking it. I can feel it, it's hollow. Oh, wow. God, that is in there tight. Crazy. Can't get it to budge. I'm on the right side, right? Gotta be, yeah. I can get this bit open, but holy moly! Surely we don't need the screwdriver. Am I missing something? Yeah, that's right. If you hear cracking followed by cussing, I've broken it. I'm going to the instructions, fans. I'm going to the instruction. No, it just says lift off. Look at that. Lift off with ease. Okay. I don't see this lifting off with ease. Me. I only have this one. Wow. Okay. How else can I get this without breaking it? I don't want to use a screwdriver. Did anyone else have this much trouble opening up its easy lift? There's no button to press. There's nothing to... Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know if this is the paint app or something. Look at this. So I've got the front open. You can see it's lifting. You can see there's that really tight fit where that would go in. I can't just pop that back in. But down here, I can see the seam at the back. It comes off from the back, Daniel says. Okay. So that how it comes off from the back. It doesn't seem to be any easier that way. Bit of Troll says use the force. Using the force, maybe once I get it off, maybe I'll figure it out, but comes off from the back. Man, I am struggling. That's ridiculous. Let's me check again. It just shows a lift up. A gun, everything comes off. Surely it shouldn't be this hard. We may have to move on to the pods. Wow. Look at that. Oh, there we go. So what was keeping it in there? Is it just like a paint app? I don't know. Now it goes back in beautifully. Wow, maybe it just, yeah, I don't know. It's going in and out real good now. So facing, wow. There we go. So that was easy, right? Okay. There's our lid. Again, the details we'd expect to see in there. They don't skimp on details. We have all the design molded in to the roof, a little bit of weathering. Cannons are on the back there doing the job. I didn't break it. We got through this thing intact. But that wasn't easy. That was not a lift off. And I don't see anything that could have been catching on. I'm just wondering if there was just a bit of paint in there. Who knows? So we got pretty cool. This is cool inside. So we have the table. It doesn't retract. It's already opened. So that you can sit around here in the seats of the table. You remember in the show that thing would retract and go floor level. So you didn't know there. We've got storage at the back, doors at the back. No super detailed paint app, but super detailed molding for sure. With all of this stuff in here. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty detailed. The flooring. We have all the little compartments, machinery. What's this, coffee machine over here? I think that's a coffee machine. That's the kitchen. We have the doors to the side. And then all the way down and through into the cockpit. It's pretty detailed work. And it's not just a direct copy on the other side either. It's slightly different. That's a great space. Great space inside there. Wow, that's cool. It was worth the effort. It was worth the blood, the sweat, and the tears. Okay, well, I'm gonna put it back on, and then I'm gonna go in from the front and pop down at the back. So what Daniel is probably trying to say, now that I've broken the steel, is that if you lift from the back, which I will say I couldn't do, if you lift from the back, it just easily, this is so easy now. I think it may have been a little bit of paint. And in fact, if you look at that, that's not my blood. So I think there may have been some overspill of paint that was making things hard to come off. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, to be fair, Daniel's right. It does lift up very easy from the back. I probably forced it up from the front there. That shows how much I was putting into it. But then it does sit on there. And now I'm not sure if it even locks in at the back. So yeah, I don't know. Ton of trouble to get it off. Now it's easy and it probably won't stay on. Man, nothing can be easy, right? All right, let's check out the underneath. We have our landing gear here. One. Oh, see this one? Not as easy as that one. See? Easy. Not so easy. It's not me. It's definitely not me. So if I wiggle this about a bit, snapping and cracking. There we go. Yeah. I'm thinking it's just a little bit of extra paint. That's what I'm going with. Maybe I should have unboxed it sooner. Who knows? But yeah, a little clip there. So you have a landing gear, 1 and 2. Any others on there that I've missed? Is that going to cause it to sit? Yeah, now it sits pretty, which is cool. So we have the 2 landing gear. Again, the underside, the same paintwork, different colors in reds. We got the windows. You know I love these little bottom windows so they can look out in the cockpits. You can see all the way through, which is cool. All right, we also have the gangway, I'm guessing, here. So out one of the side doors. There we go. So there's a gangway. You can see that with the stairs going down. And you can see the door at the top of it too. So we'll get into that and see if those open, which I think they will. And it may be, they definitely thought about that because I can see that opening. The other thing with this ship as well is that it does rotate. So as you know, you will have it this way, or you can rotate it this way. Which, how do we do that on the camera? So that's cool. That it's a great way of swapping it up, changing it up. So now we have the 2 modes. And again, you know, you can display it one way or the other. Obviously, when it comes into land, it wants to be a little bit flat, right? So it's quite an easy motion. Now we can get to the doors. So here we have the side doors that will open up and get into our living quarters. The detail in those doors is really good with the glass and the weathering and the little bars going across. Same on the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of additional stuff in this for such a big ship as well. You know, they've really gone in and just got everything detailed. Look at these vents. It's a great looking ship. It really is. Got some weight to it though, so I'm not sure about how you can get that into the flying stance on a stand. That's going to have to be something. May have to be a lander. But it would look so cool in flight. It really would. Okay, let's flip it back around again. Yeah, that's impressive. And again, as I always say, you're never going to see this complete unless you get it out and play with it. And I'm glad we did. There's even two cannons there on the front. Don't know if you can see those hidden in there. We have 2 cannons, forward-facing cannons as well, hidden away in there. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, this one's freaking me out. Why it's so difficult. There's no broken bits. There's no tabs. Now it's probably going to haunt me forever and never close. Yeah, that's great. Let me double check and make sure. I'm going to set it up to land, and then we'll double check and make sure I haven't missed anything else out that we can show you guys. Look at that thing. No one, has anyone mentioned anything about looking like a batarang? Okay, we got the landing gear. We got the landing ramp. We got the guns. We got the turret. We got the easy liftoff and returnable top, cockpit, attachable wing, and she swings around. I think I got it all. I think I got it all, which is good, because that's 30 minutes. All right, here's our ship. Let's get a look at these figs, because we all love the figs. Okay. All right. So again, let's start with Sabine. Now, we do have Sabine from the Sabine tie that everyone was excited about after the fact. So I could do a comparison to those and see how this one looks very metallic. So this should be new Sabine from the Ahsoka series. You can see that the paint's very metallic. But all the coloring's there, the detail in there is great. Look at it, all the detailing of the colors, the different stripes, the different images, it's all on there. You can see the undersuit, you can see the different colored boots and graves, the gauntlets, and on the side there, they've even got Phoenix Squadron on her pauldron. Wow, the detail in the helmet too. I mean, I'd say it's a sexy looking figure, but I'm probably just gonna say it's a really good looking figure. That kind of gold brass metallic on the back there. But the detail on the helmet. Wow, they really picked it all up. Yeah, that's really cool. Even on the knee plate there. Wow, they did a great paint app on that. That's cool. Let's get a look at Ahsoka. Don't think I've opened my Ahsoka Jedi Starfighter yet. So no, I don't. I don't have that one open, so I can't do a comparison out of box at the moment. I mean, I haven't got time to do all of that, but here's our Ahsoka. Again, kind of got the details there on her face and forehead. You can see her gauntlets, her boots, graves, pants, very samurai looking. Exposed shoulders. The head looks really good. So much detail on that too. Little horns on the top. Yeah, again, you gotta give these guys kudos for their paint apps. It's so good. So good. Jeez, no, Jeddah. All right, now we move on to Huya. Oh, he's quite fragile. Let's get these little arms out too. Well, I feel like I need my binocular glasses to play with this one. Wow. All right, so let's just look at the figure first before I put the backpack on, just to get a good look, see if he'll fit into my little stand here. So get rid of my fat thumbs for a sec. All right, there he is. There's the professor. And again, it's a great sculpt on the head, and that's a difficult one to do, right? It's quite a skinny head. They got it right. Got his little skirt on. You can see the detail in the legs and the feet. And again at the back, metallic paint. He's a droid, it's gotta be. Yeah, great sculpt. Great sculpt. Yeah, the face really stands out. That's really impressive. That's cool. I like that. All right, let's see if we can attach this back. Let's see the little hole. Phrasing. And then let's put this on here. Okay. So then you get the little backpack of the arms with their little shoulders. Wow, that's cool. Again, that's all metallic too. I like it. Almost look like feet though, don't they? Yeah, impressive. Very cool. Let me just see. No, it will take me a while to get Sabine, so we're not going to do a comparison with that. I'll have to get up and get it out of its display. So, what do we think? This definitely worth getting. If you don't have it yet, keep an eye on it. I'm sure that we'll see it coming up at a reduced cost at some point if they haven't got rid of them yet. So keep checking and keep subscribing to Micro Galaxy Squadron, because those guys will let you know when something's coming up for a good deal. I was out and about yesterday on the day off, and a few Walmarts and Targets. A lot of them were bare, to be fair, but I did find Kylo Ren's silencer, I think it was, reduced to $11. So I picked up a couple of those, and I also saw that the pack we unpacked yesterday, the Grievous, or last week, sorry, the Grievous and Obi-Wan, was reduced down 50% off. So again, a really good deal there if you've got Targets around you to go and take a look at. But always worth keeping an eye out there when they're trying to clear stock, and clear the stock as much as we can, because then we can get new stuff on the shelves, right? So what do we think here? Yeah, there you go. Bitter reminds me of Robin's rubber rings. Yeah, kind of has that boomerang effect to it. Okay, I think the first time over is always a bit harder. Yeah, it was really difficult though. It just did not want to come off, and I'm just worried it's not going to want to stay on now. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's start moving on, peeps. I'm going to move this one away. It takes up too much space, so it won't stay on there. All right, let's clear these guys away. Don't want to lose them. I know I didn't put them in the ship, but time's moving on. Okay. All right, who's ready for some pod racing? I'm going to take a slurp of coffee. Let's see who's out and about here. Let's come back. Great ship. Great ship. Time for some coffee. Hope everyone's still chilling on their Saturday morning. How are we doing for time? I've got to watch the time today because I've got to jump onto another live stream this afternoon where Anthony of Imperial Communique is going to be unboxing a load of his army build boxes while trying to answer some quiz questions that we come up for him. If he gets them wrong, he has to take a drink. This is going to be interesting. So, again, take a coffee while you can, guys. This is the Bob Ross of opening. It's mellow, chill. All right. Oh, see, Rob loves the pod races. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the first one we got, the one that I labeled Series 1. I'm going to crack them open because we got a repeat. We got a Sebulba repeat in the other pack that they produced. So we'll crack these ones open first, and then we can do a comparison, obviously. But I'm really excited to get all of these out. They do come with their own stands, which makes it even better to play with. And I know Paul unboxed his when he got them. I've seen a few people unbox them, so I've been wanting to get these out and the boxes are so big, so it just makes sense. So without further ado, let me swap it around and let's get on with it. All right, so standard box, like I said, it's got marked up as Series 1. This was the Boon to Eve pack, and I remember when this came out, it was a pain in the ass, because if you ordered it, or if you tried to pre-order it or order it online from Walmart, you would order the Boon to Eve pack, and you're like, oh great, I've got one, and then a couple of days or a week later, it would show up and it would be the troop transport. So everyone was ordering this, and the code they had for this on the shelf was just exactly the bloody same. So you ended up with these troop transports coming in, which, you know, you didn't want. You already had one. But yeah, I remember finding this was it was such a fun thing, but also, you know, annoying at the same time. But I remember finding it finally. It was cool. It was cool to find it, and yeah, I don't know about you guys, but even just looking at it, you can hear it, right? You can hear the pod racing so far. Let's crack it open after we look at the artwork. Again, dynamic action artwork. On the back, we have the 2 blueprints for both of the pod racers, showing you here that things can articulate. Guys can go in and we can open up and down these, like what we're going to call these, like these thrust vent arms. But yeah, from what I remember seeing, these things are really ball jointed and articulated, so you can really stage these things and have a good race with it. But let's crack her open. Cutting away or towards yourself. Away from yourself is the proper way, as Paul would say. But I'm an adult. I do what I want. All right. Yeah, bit of trosses. Plus side is more true transports. Yeah, I get it. But I was in Ross. For those of you who know Ross, I was in Ross yesterday just to chance and see what we may end up getting. And sitting there on the shelf with brand new boxed troop transports. And remember, these things came out right in the beginning. I was expecting to see a couple of banged up, damaged ones, but these were brand pristine in box troop transports, and they still wanted $12 for them. So, you know, and they're not even like the original ones. They're the ones from Mando, I think. Anyway, anywho, was it Rebels? All right, so pod racers, drivers, pilots, and these are the stands. So I haven't seen the stands yet, but these are the same kind of stands we saw originally with Series 1, with Ventress's ship as well, where they're purposely built for the ship. They're not the ball joint ones. They're actually purposely built for the ship. So they obviously stopped doing that, and I'm hoping we get to see more of the ball joints, because it'll make it easier to custom do your own, which I've started doing, which is quite exciting. I mean, all the ships with the ball joints so far, like the Tri-Fighter, etc. I mean, I've been making different stands that can slot into different places, so I'm experimenting with that. So yeah, hopefully they keep doing that for us. Right, careful with the seatbelts. Is that it? Just the one? All right. These look a bit fragile, so I'm not going to be too heavy-handed with it. Whoa, look at that. All right, don't get carried away. Get them out of the box. There's no other seatbelt on this. Oh boy, there's a little fin down in there that's right under the plastic. So be careful. There's one engine. Two engines. Oh, feel like I'm helping a cow give birth. All right, there we go. Ugly plastic gone. All right. Whoa, are you guys hearing the noises in your head right now? Whoa, how cool is that? Wow, love it. So even here we got the clear, so you can get all of the cables and stuff and the details. Oh, don't know about you guys. I am right back in it. I can hear it. I can feel it. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. All right. Well, we got some metallic paint on the intakes. We have the coupling. Oh, my tongue. My tongue. We have all the cables and connectors, which again, they have this ball joint connection inside of it. So you can manipulate wherever you want. And they're nice and stiff, Jamie. And you can do a lot with these. Everything has articulation, which is really nice. We got great coloring on it. Got the symbols in there. No glow from the back, but I don't think we had them anyway. It was just fire and smoke. The cockpit itself, it's kind of a plasticky orange, but you can't complain. Series 1. But the details there's a metallic paint. The cockpit itself has got detailing where they've still got the orange and the black, which is cool. And again, the painted rings around there. Detailing on the bottom. And again, detailing on the bottom of the engines too. That's really cool. It would be cool to have that illuminated. Yeah, that's so much fun. So much fun. And you've got ball joints up in here too, on the center point. Look at that. I can really bend it around. And then here we would pull down, so now he's above. Oh, sorry, but it's exciting. All right, so let me straighten him back out and take a look at, ball joints out. There you go, pops in, nice and solid, don't panic. Let's take a look at this. This is the one, right? This is the one we all remember. Again, articulation for steering. It's working! It's working! And again, these open up from what we saw. So you can open and close. Stick out on a ratchet. The couplers there as well. And again, ball joints up into. So I'm guessing if they pop out, they do. Yeah, you can do all sorts with this. You could, if you had all of them, you could just wreck them all too. Mid-air collisions, it'd be cool. But look at the detail on the engine parts themselves. Kind of reminds me of, like we said last week, when Jamie gifted me the Cobb Vanth. It looks like one of these on Cobb Vanth's speeder bike. But we got all the different colors, metallics. We got the symbols on there as well. That's cool. I mean, this is super playable. Super playable. Let's take a look at the cockpit. It's like a little wasp or something. Again, we got a symbol in there. A tiny little cockpit. Not too much, but there's enough in there, man. There's enough detail. You got to fit a fig in there, so there's not too much. He's only a little dude. Needs to fit in there. Got this little antenna piece here, and again another symbol on the side. Yeah, these are fun, man. These are fun. Let's check out the stands before I get to the figs. So I didn't look at the box to see if they tell you where the stands go. So they go in the engines, from what I can tell here. So I'm thinking there. Look at that. It's almost like got some clever stuff going on. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. So you're going to be raised off the ground. It's hard to show things on stands, but you can get an idea, right? Because obviously with the down camera. So, but yeah, this is going to be fun. I am so pumped to get these out. This is going to be fun. So there's the Bulba. And then Little Annie's. I'm guessing this is going into his engines. I'm Ron Burgundy. Oh, I put them on upside down. What an idiot. Idiot. This is why you shouldn't probably put the peanut butter whiskey in the coffee. Okay, does that look better? Did any of you notice? I'm going to check. Oh, we've got a very excited Rob. Rob, hopefully you've got your coffee in hand as well. Yes, it is very reminiscent of Micro Machines. All of these are very reminiscent of Micro Machines. I mean, for obvious reasons, but dude, get them out of the box, man. Release them. Definitely one of the best sounds, or one of the most memorable sounds. Even just the start of the race, right? Oh, good Lord. Anna Lee. Wowzers. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay. All right. Now I got it around the right way. Anna, I thought you'd be busy today. I did not expect that drive-by visit. Thank you so much. All right. Look at that. All right. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving it. Let's take a look at the minifigs because we've got another couple of guys. Sorry, guys. All right. These ones are tiny. These are proper mini. These are not going to fit in my stands. All right. How am I going to do this? Maybe he'll just clip in and hover with his arms. Wow. Didn't even think about this. Gonna need some mini ones. Yoda size. All right. Look at this. All right. Here we go. There is our little Annie. Not a bad paint app, to be fair. Kind of translucent almost in this light. I think it might just be my light. But you've got his little belt on. His little bib over there. Helmet, the goggles. And this little earmuffs. Cool. I'm going to take him out and I'm going to sit him in because I can. He says that now. Watch me struggle. God, it's a tiny, tiny little space for him to get into. I'm not saying tiny little hole. Whoa, his arms can't even go in. Look at that. It's not working. It's not working. But he does fit in. He's just wow. Yeah. Okay. And now this freaky dude, this guy's not going to fit in any stands that I've got. So let's just see if my dirty fingers, there you go. You can see him. So his Doug's legs can move everywhere. He's got his goggles on. His feet also can move. So we've got articulation there too. Slimo. It's a great cast though. It's a great model. See the detail in his arms there? Alright, let's see how easily we can get him in. Which one do we put in first? I mean, interesting. I'm guessing long legs in there, either side. That would make sense, but he's got big old feet on him. Do they even fit in there? Do they even fit in there? Nope. Can I get the other side in there feel like I need some tweezers or something to help me out, which I don't have. It's almost like, okay, you guys are going to think I'm terrible, but look at that. It's off center. You see that? The two little pegs that they normally give you to put the legs either side. It's kind of off center, which is why I'm struggling. I'm seeing if any. Oh, yeah, Anna, have a great time today at Brandon's and give everybody a hug. I hope you and the fam, Paul and Miles, and everyone has a great time today. And congrats to Brandon when you get there for opening up that barn of his. But here, have a great time. Have an awesome time. Wish I could be there with you guys. It would be so much fun. Bummed, but such is life. So what it is right now. Okay, let's see if I can do something here and get that over. All right. Whew. Looks like I may be able to spread his legs a little bit. Oh no! Okay. Peter Troll says he had no idea it was even upside down. There you go. I am gonna get him in here. It's the last thing I do. There we go. A little bit of a squeeze, a little bit of an adjustment, and he's in. All right. I'm gonna keep you there. I'm gonna keep you there for comparison. This is going off over here. If you're all still with me, I'm going in again. So this is the second pack we had with the pod racers, and I'm excited. So look at this. So we did get, and already you can see the damaged detailing to Sebulba's ship, and man, what a difference. What a difference. But we get two new ones. Oh, this is cool. All right, 25th anniversary, episode 1. Vehicle stands included. Episode 1. Our characters that we're going to get to later and their ships. We have another action artwork on the side. On the back, blueprints, as you'd expect. Instructions, which we don't really need right now because Steve's figured it out, and hopefully it won't be as ridiculous this time. Nothing here, nothing there. Bunta Eve Classic Pod Racers. Classic Pod Racers. What was the other one? Bunta Eve Battle Pack. Okay. I hope we get more. I'm with Rob on this one. Like, you need more. Okay. Giant. You can see how big these boxes are. This is why I'm so happy. The backdrop is just nothing too interesting. Sand. Sand and dust. Not even a Tuscan hidden anywhere. Taking a pot shot. Sand. There you go. All right. This one could take a little bit more, but let's get in. Stands. And they all look the same. So there's nothing different about the stands. They all seem to be the same. Only Annie's, little Annie's was a little bit smaller. Okay. Oh, they're good. Let's get those out. Cascano, Dudbolt, Sebulba. Whoa, look at those. Oh, you can't because they're in a plastic prison. But we will get them out. Safety belts. Precision snips. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. 6. Man, they've got these in there good. 7. All right, 8. That's a lot of safety belts. I bet I still struggle to get them out even now these are gone, right? All right, start from the top. Oh, did I miss one? Oh. There it is. Wow, this one's going to be tricky, guys. There we go. A little bit of force from the bottom. 1. Burst. 4. This 2. Burst. And then last but not least. Wow, it's a lot of plastic. All right, get out of here. Whoa, look at these. All right, so first and foremost, in case you need to get out of here, let's do a quick comparison. So look at the difference. Does that come through in the light? I hope so, because this one is definitely dirtier, more raced. Even the engines. This is like clean. This is dirty. This one has been raced. Look at that. And I think we've even got, oh no, it's still the same kind of detailing in there, but yeah, definitely a deeper, darker orange, which may not come through. Maybe if I hold it here, you can see it's a deeper, dark orange, not such of a, what do you want to call it? A plasticky look, like we were talking about last week with Grievous. So the repaint here definitely looks battle ridden and race hardened for sure. No difference in the mold, just difference in the paint app, which looks great. And again, on the bottom, you can see much dirtier, more well used. Slightly different paint app on the nose. There's a load of black dirt on the nose. Cool. It's definitely worth the upgrade. Definitely worth the upgrade. But mold itself, same. Paint app, fantastic. Yeah. I can still hear it. Very cool. So that's a quick comparison. I'll stick this one on the stand because this is the one I think I will be using for a good setup of pod racing. All right. That's number 1. Now let's check out the ones we haven't seen. All right. Can anyone tell me whose this is? They look like giant claws on the front of there. Very imposing. The paint app on this is pretty special too. Look at all the colors and details on there. And it's like a matte pastel with the wash over the top of it. So nice. Whoa, and it's like inset here, hollow at the back there for the thrusters at the back. That's cool. Just the 2 connections, but I'm guessing these swivel. Oh yeah, they got all the movement to them. But again, you can have it above, have it below. These actually don't, so you can just swivel the cockpit and the engine parts. And let's take a look at the cockpit. Whoa, that's cool looking. And even the fin at the back there. There's all the cables going to it. Look at all the detail in the mold, and they've even put the paint app on it too. So many different coloring in there. All the cable going out the back there. Just the smallest of details. So cool. On this side. Wow, that's very cool. Yeah, what do you think about that? I love it. And get it on its stand. Oh, maybe there is a difference. Maybe there's a difference. No, maybe not. Nope. It's just a bit tight. Gotta ease it in there. Nice and gentle. Slot's just a little bit tight. All right. All right, let's move into this one. I gotta try. I honestly don't remember which one's which now. Okay, that's dud bolts. And now this one is Gascano. Okay. All right. Loving the green on this. The size of these bad boys. The vented intakes there. The weathering all in here. Metallic in the engines. All these add-ons. Look at it. The turbines out the back. That's so cool. Again, you just can't help but hear and relive it every time you see it. Here's our pod at the back. Such good detailing on there. Very metallic on the bottom. You can see it catching the light. All the weathering on the vents and everything's just got that wash on it. Just adds and makes so much difference. Just the black going into the metallic. Yeah, maybe not giving it as much justice as in real time when you got these, but I'm hoping you can get a good idea on it. Even here, we just got a slight coloration on the back of the turbine. Not so much on this. That's great. So good. This little cockpit. Hoping they'll fit in there. Just the chip marks on the front are all the impacts from running around Tatooine. So the slight dirt. Yeah, so good. So good. All right, let's get this one in here. Just ease it in. Ease it in. Okay. All right, so now we got to check out the pilots. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. You see all of those? Well, you know Sebulba. Let's just see if we've got any difference between these two. I'm gonna berth this guy. Let's just see if there's any difference. I don't really see much of a difference in the mold. The brown is a slightly more muted brown, not as shiny, but pretty much the same. Nothing to really show off there. Let's see if he goes in as easy as he didn't on the last one. Oh, his legs are together. Oh, Jamie's out of it. Yeah, man. Get on and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining us for as long as you did, and you can always catch up and see the end of it, but I think you know what you're getting. Thanks for joining us, bud. Have a great weekend. All right. And he goes. He's in. Nice and snug. A little bit easier than the last one. Man, it looks so good. Okay. Now, Gascano, this one, he's a tricky little minifig. Look at this. His elongated, tiny little head. His goggles on there. That's fun. That's fun. All the little details there on his chest. Oh, too close, too close. What have we got for movement here? The arms don't... Oh, yes, they do. The arms do swivel up. Yep, everything raises up. Legs do bend. Just got to break that paint a little bit. But yeah, he's got the articulation that you need to get him in there. But is he going to fit? Okay. I'm hoping so. So, move this around here. And let's see if we can get... He's got a much wider cockpit there. So we should be able to get him in fairly easy. Yeah, no problem. Again, their arms, you can sit back. Look at that. That's great. That's great. And last but not least, Dud Bolt. He's a chunker. Let's get him out of here and take a look. Look at that detailing. His little walrus mustache inside there. Everyone's got their goggles on. Safety. It's about the only safety, right? Pair of goggles. Got the hood on the back. A little jacket. See the spine there? Yeah, that's fun. Is that little insignia? Something on the arm there and on the gauntlet there. That's fun. All right, let's get him in. Like I say, he's a little bit more portly. Okay. Wow, is it even going to fit? Oh no, is it me? Have I got the right? I think I've got the right one. If I don't, let me know. Did I mess that up? Just double check, because that does not fit that body. Unless comically he shouldn't fit in there. I don't remember. It's been a while. But even the feet don't want to go in there. Did I get that wrong? Should it be the other one? Esgano is this one. And he's in there. And Duds is that one. So no, I didn't get it. Yeah, maybe he's just supposed to stick out the top like that. I'll give it another go. I'll see if I can fold the legs a little bit differently. Oh, they just don't want to go in. He is not. Yeah, that is it. That's all we're going to get. So he's hanging out. He is hanging out. But again, these look so good. And I love the fact we get the stands so you can just position them where you need to position them. Set them as you want to in different ways. That's cool, right? That is so cool. Coloring on it. Oh, so there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Little old Annie coming up the rear. That's great. I may have to go back and watch and get myself a little bit more excited to stage these and position them. All right. Jamie's left, we know that. Yes, it's always a little bit stressful. You don't want to break anything. Yeah, there we go. That's all our pod races so far. So we have a repaint of Sebulbas, and I can see why, because this one's just not quite as dramatic, to be fair. But it will serve a purpose. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So who else wants to see more? I know I do. I'd love to get a full set in there. It would be a lot of fun, and no reason why we shouldn't. But again, who knows, right? Don't need it all right away. All right, what do you think? Those that have stayed, what do you think? Those that had to run, leave a comment anywhere if you need to at a later time. Another slurp of coffee here. Oh, yeah, Bitter Troll always wants to see more. Now I hear you. It would be good. It would be a lot of fun. It's a shelf taker for sure. But, but maybe if they do another box set with another couple, or if they want to do 3, fair enough. But even if we had 2 and it's a big enough box, it'd be kind of cool to have the stadium on the backdrop that we get inside the box. It'd be kind of cool to get the stadium with all the crowd. Maybe we'll have the commentators box up at the top. Maybe if they keep bringing out boxes, we can have Jabber in his VIP box, I guess we'll call it. But yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Because you could just line these up and just have them racing each other, right? It's so much fun. So much fun to see these things out. You think about when we start off with these, you can't even see them because of all the light. They put a lot of attention into all the details on these things, and it's so nice to see it out and displayed and picking up the light and seeing the weathering. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, what's this? Third coffee? Maybe third coffee. I'm still going on this one. It's very tasty. I think that's it. I think I've taken up the time I need. That's not bad. What are we on? 1:15? That's not bad for 3 boxes. I'm kind of hoping that we got to see it in enough detail and you appreciate it. It's 3 more giant boxes off the floor for me, which is good. Again, thanks for joining at the weekend. Hopefully it's a good time for everyone in whichever time zone you're in. Next week, though, I'm probably going to have to give it a miss. Got to go traveling. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's going to have to be a miss for next weekend. But I'll be back strong and opening more. And at some point, I want to show you guys what we can do with these once they do get out. I want to get some more stuff done on the shelves so we can see what we can do and get these things in action, get these things out of the box, and get them into action. So that'd be cool too. And then maybe we'll bring on a few more people who want to open up theirs due to it. So thanks for joining. Happy Saturday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the week upcoming. If I don't see you on something else, you'll probably be able to catch us on the Generation X-Wing podcast. We're going to be going live this coming week. And actually, it's my brain's everywhere. Actually, it's my choice of movies this week. So if you've ever watched any of the live stuff we do, we will review movies from the 80s and 90s, which are favorites in our minds, not necessarily ones that are going to be guaranteed winners now. So it's fun to rewatch these movies and see what they're all about now. So keep an eye out for that Thursday upcoming this week. And then we'll see what the weekend brings next weekend. But if not, I'll see you on the next one. And if you've got time today and you've got nothing going on, zip on over to Anthony's Imperial Communique YouTube channel and see what the hell he's getting up to today. It's going to be chaos. That starts at 1 p.m. PST. Again, thank you guys. Check out these mugs if you like them. Get to theadventureeffect.com and order them. We've seen quite a few. I'm going to have to start getting them out again in case you've forgotten them. And subscribe to the DL44 network. Do yourself a favor. There's going to be so much other stuff coming up, I'm sure, at some point. If you're sick of seeing my face, but there's going to be some other stuff coming up soon, I'm sure. But I'm not going anywhere, so we'll definitely be back here, probably in a couple of weeks, and we'll be getting some more of these things up. And again, if there's anything you haven't opened or you haven't got your hands on, if there's any ship you want to see released from that plastic prison, drop me a line. Go to Steve3D on Instagram, drop me a message in there or on here right now, and I'll see it. And let's get some of that stuff out that you want to see. Otherwise, it's just dealer's choice, which, it's the way it's going to be. But again, thank you for joining. Stay safe out there and get those toys out. And we'll see you all when I can get back and do this again. Bye-bye.